Now I'm making pilaf for Max, so I cut the onions in little pieces and added a coconut oil to it instead of butter or oil. If I use oils, I usually use olive oil only. So this is that, and I'm gonna add shredded carrots to this in a second, and I salted it a little bit with salt. So I added carrots. It's about 3 carrots in here and 1 medium onion, and I'm about to season it with basil seasoning, organic basil, and some pepper and a little bit of salt. So after I put basil, which I got it from BJ's, which is this one, and pepper, and I'm gonna add tablespoon of coconut oil to this again. So, and seasoned it with a little bit of salt, which I use only sea salt. I don't use any other kind. So yeah, this is that. I'll be toasting I guess the meat that I'm gonna be adding to this in a second. So after everything is mixed, I'm just gonna cover it for about 5 minutes, and this is on the low heat, not low, like halfway low, and I'm gonna let it steam in there, cook and steam for 5 minutes, and then I'll turn it off. So now I'm gonna cut the beef. This is beef for stew. Usually I put chicken, but today I'm gonna make it with beef because beef is good too. Usually, and this food I make for Max even before this diet, so he loves the pilaf. So I'm gonna cut it in little pieces. So I cut it in little pieces, and basically I just take one piece and then cut it in half, and then, like, if the piece is too big, I usually cut it, but I cut it in half and then just chop it up, and this is what it turns on. About a pound of meat, I would say, and then I would take it and put it in the cold water so the blood will wash out, and then rinse it and then wash it again with cold water. So and then I just put it to fry it for about 30 minutes because beef usually takes a little longer than chicken. So so yeah. So I was cutting the meat and I'm still cutting it, but this is ready. I turned it off. It's already all like mushy and stuff, so it's all good. You can see the oil still in there. That's why whenever I'm gonna fry the beef, I'm not gonna add that much oil, so the way I don't have a lot of fat in the pot. So yeah, basically I'm gonna put this aside and let it sit there until the other stuff is ready. So in a clean skillet, I have a deep skillet because I'm gonna fry it all together with rice in there for about 20 minutes, and then I'll put it to boil. So what I'm gonna do, the heat is on already on high, so I'm gonna add coconut oil. Let's say this much, and then I'm gonna add the meat. Guys, make sure when you cut the meat, you have a separate cutting board for the meat only. Don't cut vegetables and fruits and all kinds of stuff on the same cutting board. So I have this red one is for meat for me, so green one is for vegetables, and the wood is for fruit. So I have 3 kinds. So the meat is in, and we're gonna stir it a little bit. Make sure you cut like this small pieces, because big ones for me are not that delicious. Whatever, I don't know why. Because whenever I'm adding rice to it, I don't want 2 huge chunks of meat in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna season it with pepper, season it with it's to taste. So season it with salt, and then add basil again, dry basil, and I'm gonna basically cook it for about 20 minutes and close it down, put the lid on, and then let it cook for about 20 minutes or so. It depends, whatever, on the meat, because it seems like it's gonna be ready whenever it turns dark, change the colors, but it's not. It's still gonna be it's like hard and raw. So anyway, so this is that. So I seasoned it with everything. I love basil. Basil gives that extra smell that I really like. I'm a fan of basil. But anyways, in the end, it's gonna be tasting delicious. So yeah, so I always have it extra. The reason I make it so much is because I always put it in the fridge, and whenever it's time to eat, let's say the next day, sometimes in the evenings or something, I'll always warm it up again. So I don't like to make one-time food and then just suffer again in a couple hours making more. So yeah. So now I got this is all done. I washed my dishes, the whole thing. I like to keep my stations clean when I cook. So then this time all the the beef was cooking. I was washing dishes, and now it's done. So now I'm gonna add 2 crushed garlic cloves to this, and then mix the first part that we did with this, and let it cook for about 2-3 minutes together. By the way, guys, IKEA has the best garlic crusher. It crushes everything you put in there, just a tiny bit just left. So I haven't found any other garlic crusher better than this one. So just go buy yourself one. They're really cheap, so it's worth having. I actually bought another one, brand new one, somewhere around this, whatever, my kitchen. So yeah, I've been having this one for about over a year or more even. So I really love it. My recommendation for this tool is 5 stars. So yeah, this is how it works. I crushed the garlic, I put 2 pieces in there, and this is what it came out. A lot, right? And look what's left. Nothing. Isn't that amazing? Of course, a little bit over there, but it's nothing compared to the store ones that you buy regular in Walmart and spend like $10 and still doesn't crush anything. So yeah, it's awesome tool. So I added the first part that we did, the onions and carrots all together. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna cook it more because I think I cooked it a little bit, but it's okay because it's gonna boil it for about 20 minutes anyway after it. So it'll soften it up a little bit. So yeah, I added this. I'm gonna like shimmer it about for, I would say, 1 minute, because I don't want to like cook it more. And then I'm gonna add washed rice to this. I use not brown rice, but Uncle Bean's original, kind of like that. Yeah, Uncle Bean's original rice. Only that one. I don't use white rice that much. I'm originally from Georgia, so I love farmers markets. So when I go there, I always go to farmers market and I stock up. So this is the rice I buy. It's similar to Uncle Bean's, long grain. I can't even pronounce that, but this is the one I use. If you don't have it, I know Florida doesn't have farmers markets, cool ones, big ones, so they only have small ones, lame ones, my opinion. So yeah, this is the rice. I'm gonna add about 2 cups of rice, wash it, and then add it to the skillet full of meat and all kinds of goodness in there. So I washed the rice, and by the way, I love washing my rice because I don't know why on the package it says do not wash it, and I like to do the opposite of everything they say don't do. So I washed it and drained it. So now I'm gonna add it to this. So now that it's added, I'm gonna mix everything. So it's mixed, and now I'm gonna cover it, put it on medium-low heat, and let it cook there or sit there and poof up for about 20 minutes. It depends, whatever, you know. When you cook it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just basically, whenever it poofs up a little bit, that's when you have to pull it out, put it in the pot. I use this pot. This is from whatever I bought it. For some reason, when you cook it in a regular pot, it doesn't taste as good as when you cook it in this kind. I don't even know what's the name for this thing, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. So it just has something to do with the taste. So I'm just gonna, after it cooks, I'm gonna add it to this. So while you do this, guys, just make sure if you don't have a hot water. I'll show it to you, the machine that I have. I have this thing. It always keeps it hot. So if you don't have this, then make sure you bring the water to boil, and make sure you have a hot water ready whenever this food is ready, so that way you can so that way you actually have hot water already to add to the rice whenever this is done. don't ever use cold water. Don't ever add cold water to already rice that's hot. It's just, I don't know what's gonna do. It's just gonna be all like stuck together and looking all weird. So this is kind of dry for me, so I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut oil and yeah, and let it cook there. So I added about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and I'm gonna mix it all together and cover it and let it cook. While you wait on this to cook, just get some popcorn, which I got from Whole Foods. It's really good, yum. And or clean your station the way you don't have everything laying around. What I'm gonna do, and don't forget to stir this every 3 to 4 minutes, so you will not get burned out on the bottom. I'm gonna go jump for 2-3 minutes with boys, because they are outside right there on a trampoline, both of them. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for 2-3 minutes. Wish me luck. Whew, that was nice jumping. Anyways, I'm back. I'm gonna start it up again, and I'm gonna go back to jumping. Sorry, I'm breathing so hard. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's okay when you start it up if it's a little bit burnt on the rice on the bottom. So it's all good. Make sure you don't burn it too much. It's just a little bit. So it's all normal. Okay, as you're cooking this, make sure you bring down somewhere in the middle. Bring down the heat. This is what I have it on. So just let it cook there. I'm almost done. I'm waiting for the water to boil. So I'll have a hot water to add to this. So yeah. So I'm already done with this. I forgot to tell you, basil is optional. So if you don't like basil or anything that has to do with basil, you don't have to add it. I add it because it just makes things more tastier. So this is done. I'm gonna transport it to this pot and then add some water to it. So now that I added the rice to this pot, I'm gonna add water. So I'll add water to cover the rice. That's how much. A little bit, maybe over, just a tiny bit, and just let it cook. Covered for, it depends. You have to taste the rice if it's like soft to eat it. You can make it as soft as you want. You can make it mushy if you like it. I like it where the rice separates from each other, so that's why I add this much water. So, oh, my machine is breaking. Nice. Not supposed to be making that noise. So I don't have enough water, so I'm gonna have to, let's see. Oh, I do have enough water. I guess the machine is breaking. So yeah, this is the water, how much water I'm gonna add to cover the rice and cook it. Okay, this is how it looks like. So bring it to boil. I'm gonna put it on high so the thing, I clean my station a little bit because I don't like whenever you transfer rice from skillet to the pot. It can cause a little bit of mess. So yeah, I'm gonna bring it to boil, and then when it starts boiling, I'm gonna bring the heat to right about here. I don't know if I can see here. So I'm gonna let it cook like that, covered. So, and just occasionally stir it. So it starts to boiling because I just added hot water to it. See how fast it is? That's why I told you don't add cold water. Make sure you have hot water, boiled water already ready. And do not, please people, do not use tap water to cook, because that water has a lot of junk in it. And if you don't believe me, go do your research and find out for yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, continue recording it whenever it's boiling already. So I'm just gonna stir it up and then cover it. Sorry for the loud noise. My son is vacuuming his mess that he made with popcorn. So it starts boiling. I already stirred it, so I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna leave it like right about this much air to go, to come out. I don't want the water to keep sitting in there, so I need the steam to come out. I hope you understood anything that I just said. So yeah, I am going to, it's already been a minute. I like to do it in the beginning. Stirred it really good. See, the water automatically kind of disappears. So I'm just gonna, still has water in there, a lot of water, so just gonna do this. And then cover it again, leaving some air, some hole for the steam to come out. So as this is cooking, it's gonna actually be a lot fuller, almost to the top. So cook it for about, I would say 15-20 minutes, but make sure you taste the rice. Whenever, if you feel like the rice is ready, make sure you cover the pot and let it stay uncovered, so the steam will come out, and turn off your heat. So yeah, and just leave it for the steam to come out, so it will not cook, and move it away from the stove where he was cooking. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope this video helped you, and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and leave comments. Thank you.